Hi, I'm Taj Michael, and welcome to my top figures I own ranking. We're going to be doing this in two categories, Sonic the Hedgehog and all my dinosaurs. We'll be doing top 5 for each of them, so let's get right into the list. We'll be doing the Sonic the Hedgehog ranking first, but before we get into the top 5, I have an honorable mention, the Neo Metal Sonic 4-inch figure. This is a really great figure, but it's also pretty rare. It didn't make the list because of articulation problems because of the cape, and that's kind of all I have to say about it. I still really like the figure, it's just the other ones on this list are better. The number 5 spot on this list is 4-inch Mephiles the Dark. This figure made the list because of his sculpt and how it just perfectly replicates Mephiles from Sonic 06 and Sonic X Shadow Generations. All the cracks in his skin are perfectly sculpted out, and he just looks amazing. He also can get into some pretty cool poses, but other figures on this list can pose better than him, which is why he only gets the number 5 spot. Number 4 is 5-inch Movie Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 toy line. Spoiler for the rest of the list, all the rest of them are from Sonic 3 toy line. These figures are amazingly posable, and they also just look great. Sonic gets number 4 because the other figures can pose better than him. The neck joints on the other figures can move more, as well as the ankle joints. This figure is still amazing. I love that they added butterfly joints, and all the articulation spots on him make posing great. The number 3 spot is 5-inch Movie Shadow. He can do everything that Movie Sonic can do, but better. His neck moves more, and so do his ankles. Everything else is basically the same, except there is one issue with him. His eye gets cut off when you look at it from the side, so some side angles of him don't look great. This is still a great figure though, and it gets number 3 on the list. The number 2 and number 1 spot on this list are Movie Super Shadow and Movie Super Sonic. These two figures are great, and I couldn't really decide which one's better. Super Sonic's neck moves more, Super Shadow's ankles have more range, and they also fixed the eye problem with Shadow on Super Shadow. His eye doesn't get cut off anymore. These two figures both pose amazingly, and they both look great. If I had to pick though, I think Super Sonic is better than Super Shadow, mainly because Super Shadow is just a repaint, and they had to make a whole new head sculpt for Super Sonic, and I think the sculpt looks great. So that's number 2 and number 1 spot, and thus the Sonic list done. Moving on to the dinosaurs. Number 5 spot is the Amber Collection JP1 Velociraptor. This figure is great, and mainly because of the pose ability. You can get him to some really funny poses, and that's great for me. I've already used him for multiple YouTube shorts. Check those out if you haven't. And just some of the poses are really funny that you can get him into. It's got so many joints, and that's what's so great about it. There is one problem though. The jaw isn't attached correctly, and there's a big enough gap that one of his fingers can fit inside of it. Not the biggest deal, but still just a little thing that takes away from it. Still a great figure though, and it gets number 5 spot. The number 4 spot is a tie between the superposable Indoraptor and Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue. These two figures are great, but they have some flaws. I wish the Indoraptor had an ankle joint, and Blue's limbs are very skinny, which makes it a bit fiddly to handle. Velociraptor Blue makes many improvements over the earlier Hammond Collection Raptors, as the feet are smaller, the tail's longer, and the head sculpt doesn't look as weird. The Indoraptor is posable. That's kind of all I have to say about it. I also have 2 of the Indoraptor, so let me know what you guys think I should do with the second one. Number 3 spot is the Hammond Collection Carnotaurus. This figure is great, and it has only one issue. The arms are too big. Though, that's not that big of a deal. The rest of the figure is great. I love the design. The rubber teeth look awesome. They're sharp looking, but they actually, since they're rubber, they won't actually hurt you. The sculpt work is amazing, especially on the head, and it has great posability. That's kind of all I have to say about it. It's one of those figures where it's great, but I don't have many things to say. The number 2 spot is the Hammond Collection Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. This figure is great as it's basically a 1-to-1 replica with the maquette. It is so accurate, except the head is a bit too wide. Not that big of a deal as well. Similar to the Carnotaurus' arms being too big. The feet are small, the proportions are great, and the teeth look super sharp. Except, again, they're not, since they're rubber. I would like if there was some extra blue on the sail. There is some, but it's not that vibrant. It basically just blends in with the white. The eye also looks great, as it's super stunning and green. Though, mine has a quality control issue. The arm falls off when you try and move it back inwards, but it just pops back on. A little bit of an inconvenience when posing, but not horrible. Well, we've made it to the number 1 spot, and it's the Beast of the Mesozoic 1/6 scale Dromaeosaurus. This thing has 26 points of articulation, and the sculpt is amazing. Every single feather is sculpted out, and also the paintwork. There's so much variation in color, and it all just looks great. All the dry brushing, everything. There's also so much posability. Even the tongue moves, it's on a ball joint, and the sickle claw as well moves. Perfect for if you want to use that killer claw. This figure is my favorite one I have right now, though I am eagerly awaiting the release of that Ceratosaurus. I'll be buying that, definitely. So, Dromaeosaurus takes the number 1 spot, and it's well deserved. And those are my lists. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also, I really should have made a script for this video. The amount of bloopers. I probably will make a blooper video. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I also hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a happy New Year. See ya!